Howdy, Laz here at Metal Reincarnation, and here's the project. I have a shop vehicle. You've seen it in other videos. It's a 1993 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, which I affectionately call Metal Shock, and that's the vanity plate on it. But what I did was, I've had this car a number of years, and I bought some brand new Summit wheels, which I stripped their coating off of, and with a little salt, a little hydrogen peroxide, a little vinegar, I rusted the wheels and clear coated them. Then I went to a company online that specializes in tire paint. They make green, they make yellow, red, black, white. And in reading some of the testimonials, they talked about a primer. So I contacted the company. I said, I have a brand new set of tires. I want to paint the letters. And you don't show the primer anywhere on your checkout. Oh, our new improved paint, you don't need the primer anymore. We don't carry it. Okay. Now it says not to do anything to the tire. Just put the paint on and you're good to go. I did, let it dry thoroughly, drove the car for roughly 45 minutes, got out of the car, and most of the lettering had come off. So much for that. So in thinking about what it is I can do to come up with my own MacGyver solution, you might say. In fact, MacGyver was just here getting a couple of ideas. Just kidding. I decided, okay, what sticks to rubber? Or a tire, I should say. So I bought some paint, which I'm going to move over here now. And I apologize if you see me, because I'm one ugly SOB. So I bought some Rust-Oleum Gloss Sunburst Yellow, which I'll inject here. Those of you making YouTube videos, it seems the toughest thing is setting up the camera so you can show people what you're doing. So we have Rust-Oleum Sunburst Yellow, and this is an oil-based paint. This is an oil-based product, which is good. But then I was thinking, I need some sort of catalyst, something to make it stick. So I went online, thank you online, and from China, I got some rubber solution, AKA inner tube glue. And I thought, if I mixed a little inner tube glue with my oil-based paint, maybe I'll have a magic solution. And I have, because I paint all kinds of things, I have dozens and dozens of brushes. I found a little brush, which this one is too wide. And what you want to do when you are painting something, especially just the lettering, I don't want to go through the trouble of putting tape here and taking an X-Acto knife and cutting it all out. That's too much like work. That's like for a professional person. I'm down and dirty, get it done. What's happening? Well, I've got a number of different brushes here, which I'll bring into camera. And these are little throwaways that I've picked up. And this is an old artist brush. So that you know, one of the things that I do, among many things, but one of the things I do is I buy storage lockers, just like on TV, but I buy it for real. And I get a lot of art supplies and all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. What's the most fantastic thing you've ever found? Tiffany jewelry, necklace, and bracelet. What's the weirdest thing you've ever gotten? I have a piece of fused glass by Ted Emmerich, which is a beautiful piece, total surprise. It's worth a lot of money. But I also have found in a bag human defecation. So you think about that. You open up a bag of that's been toasting for a while, that'll wake your sinuses up. Okay, so what you want to do is when you're working on any project, you want to take your brush without anything on it and just kind of pretend that you're painting whatever you're painting. Now this brush, you can see, hopefully, is really too big for these letters. These little ones are a bit too soft. They would work, but you see how it spreads out? Not good. I found this older brush, which is about the right size. It's got a good stiffness to it, and the reason it does is because it wasn't thoroughly cleaned. But the edge is kind of rough. So what I'm going to do, I have a little pie plate here. Take a pair of scissors. I'm going to cut, which, by the way, earlier I washed these tires and wheels with detergent soap. Scrubbed them down real good and let them dry out in the sun. It's a beautiful day here. I'm in California, by the way, Goleta, California, right by the Santa Barbara Airport, which is not in Santa Barbara. It is in Santa Barbara County, but it is in Goleta, the city of Goleta, which is next to Santa Barbara. There's no room in Santa Barbara. So what I just did is I just snipped it, but if you notice, I didn't snip it straight across. I've got a little angle on it, kind of like a sash brush. A sash brush is, if you ever painted, when you paint the window trim of a window, that trim is known as the sash, and you use a brush on an angle and it allows you to get nice lines. So I'm hoping that with my sash cut, let's call it, brush, I can get in here and do some damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the camera off and I'm going to mix up my little potion here and go on it, and I'll turn the camera on once I get rolling. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back to you in a couple of minutes. Okay, what I've done is I've just taken of the Rust-Oleum Sunburst Yellow, I believe we said it was, which I want to point out, in a lot of the YouTube videos, they don't show you what they're using or the name. So I'm using Gloss Sunburst Yellow Rust-Oleum oil-based paint. I put a little in my pie plate along with some Garboon in it that just fell in. And this is the bicycle glue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the brush, a little bit. You don't need a lot. I could probably do every tire ever made by Goodyear with the number of paint I have. And we're going to mix that with the rubber cement, and we're going to put it on there. And so, not to bore you, I'm going to end part one here, because you've seen what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you more in part two. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Make it a great day.